Futurist Jim Carroll from the virtual home broadcast studio, where I've been providing my insight to organizations worldwide, not just for the last 25 years on some of the most fascinating stages around the world, but now from my virtual studio in my basement. I've been running a series of notable keynotes, lessons in leadership, insight for your eventual post-pandemic recovery. What I realized is a lot of the key insight, which some of the most fascinating organizations in the world have brought me in for in the past, is powerful insight as we head into 2021 and eventual post-pandemic recovery. It's going to be a complicated road. It's going to be a difficult road. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns with the volatility that comes as we eventually make our way back to some sort of new economy. But there is powerful insight to share. And today I want to share with you the story of when a company called Platis, and this was the organization that owns Godiva chocolates, McVitie biscuits in the UK, and Ulker, a food company in Turkey, had me in for a talk about agility, flexibility, and what they needed to do to align to the reality of extremely fast change with consumer behavior, with the world of retail. What I focused on was the issue of speed. And you know, my mantra is the future belongs to those who are fast. And sometimes you need a structure to put in perspective what we need to do to align ourselves to a fast moving future. And I challenged the audience with my story of what is your tin can? What are the ideas and attitudes that are holding you back from truly pursuing what you could be doing to align yourself to the reality of the future? What is your tin can? Where are you doing things that you've always done and you know they won't work going forward because everything around you is changing at a furious pace? Here's the context of where we were in 2018 with this event where I was speaking in London, UK. We were witnessing massive change in the world of retail. And we actually ran a video which put in perspective just how disruptive this industry was. And this was before the pandemic hit. And the acceleration of e-commerce, pick and pack, curbside delivery, and all of the trends that you've seen in the last several months. The reality is that we find ourselves in the world of retail with massive disruptive change, and we find ourselves in the world of retail with a lot of change with consumer behavior, with taste preference, with the impact of mobile technology, new influencers, social media, all these things having a profound impact on what was occurring in the retail space. And if you're a food company, you need to understand those trends, and you need to understand the change is happening faster than ever before. You can't become stuck to the past. And that's where I used my what's your tin can story to really challenge them to think as to what they needed to do to align to this faster future. Well, what's the story? Here's the thing. StarKist has been bringing out tuna in tin cans for 110 years. They've always done the same thing in the same way. They became stuck in the reality of their past behavior. But at one moment in time, a product innovation occurred. And what they did was they came out with a plastic resealable tuna pouch. They saw a massive product uplift as a result of challenging their behavior, challenging their activities, challenging what they would do so that they wouldn't keep doing what they've always done, because that will get them what they always got. You know, the world of retail today, the world of consumer behavior, the world of food products, anything having to do with consumer behavior today is impacted by new technologies, new concepts, new behaviors, mobile technologies, social media. There's so many trends impacting the world of retail from so many perspectives. It is simply staggering. The speed, the velocity of change, the disruptive change that is occurring leads me to my point that, look, the future belongs to those who are fast. And if you are not aligning yourself to the speed of those trends, you're not doing what you need to do to succeed in the future. That is becoming more important than ever before with our eventual post-COVID recovery, because if anything, the key trend that has happened from a disruptive basis is the future has sped up. The future is now happening way faster than ever before. And all you need to do to understand that in the world of retail is to realize what happened with pick and pack, curbside pickup, and how quickly organizations had to adopt to the reality of a world in which most of their customers were shopping online, and e-commerce suddenly became the only strategy which would provide you success going forward into the future. What is your tin can going forward? Where do you keep doing the same things you've always done, which are holding you back from what you need to be doing next? And this is becoming more important than ever before as we head into 2021. and as we eventually begin to enter into some new, weirdly transformative global economy that has been forever shaped by the impact of COVID-19. I want to share with you the clip of the video when I was on stage with this organization in London, England in January 2018, challenging the audience to ask themselves, what is their tin can? And I want you to ask yourself, what is your tin can? What do you need to be doing to change your attitudes, your behaviors, your strategies, your focus, so that you are aligned to a world in which the future belongs to those who are fast? Give this a watch. We have to ask ourselves, what is our tin can? What is our tin can? What is holding us back? There are great examples throughout your industry of where organizations have challenged their innovation sclerosis by challenging themselves to do things differently. You know StarKist, the tuna company? They brought out tuna in a tin can for 110 years. It never crossed their minds that maybe they could achieve significant innovation with their packaging. They finally brought out tuna in a resealable plastic tuna pouch. In the very first year, they saw $200 million revenue uplift simply through innovation from packaging. What is your tin can? Where are the tin cans throughout your organization that are holding you back? What are you doing to align yourself to the reality of the future? Where are your tin cans? Where are you not doing the things you should be doing to adapt to the fact that 2021 is going to be a transformative year, after what was obviously a massively transformative year? What is your tin can? I want to close with this video about what has happened in the world of retail pre-pandemic, and I want you to now think about how much change has occurred during 2020 and use this as an example of how an industry will undergo even more dramatic change in 2021. What is your plan for 2021? If you don't have one, you need to start thinking about it. You can visit virtual.jimcarroll.com or 2021.jimcarroll.com to get your creative mind thinking about these critical issues. Give it a watch. The future of retail.
Now let's see just how shopping can be fun.
More trouble for Macy's and many other giant retailers.
The fundamental question becomes one of what's going to draw traffic to a shopping experience. And it's no longer the stores. Now it's movies, gyms, restaurants, and entertainment.
What's the adjective that you'd use to describe it?
No, retail is challenged. You have to have a great experience.
So the mall may not be dead just yet, but it's a lot different than the one you probably went to when you were a kid.
You have to, as a retailer, make your store a must-go-to destination, but a lot of these guys aren't doing it that way.
Never a guarantee in retail. Never a guarantee. You're always adapting.